All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. But first and foremost, my friend, happy birthday to you. Today is Peter's birthday, so happy birthday, brother.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, it is indeed my birthday today. Another year wiser? I don't know, at least older. I'm still here on the planet, so I'm looking at the grass from the right side, so that makes it a great day. And what a day it is. Hey, look,
sure
like we
does.
told everybody, yesterday the volume was a little muted as we were heading into the election. And now with the results published and like people yesterday, remember, Carlos, they were like, what time do we get the results? And I'm like, it sort of depends. It's late.
Yeah.
Well, victory was declared at 2 a.m. Eastern time. So, yeah, it was late. But here we are with Trump president-elect, and the markets seem to be, moving. Anyways, we got the volume back, which is good news. I'm looking at the pre-market volume. We're at 2,000% of average volume this morning, so things are moving. So that's good. That's right. We told you today would probably be a little crazy, a little volatile, and for all of our members who were attended Engineering the Markets this morning with Jared, his warning was dead on, right? Just be careful. If you come in today with a bias, don't hang on to it to a big loss, right? Like there's risk in that, right? Just be open-minded. This market can go either way, right? And it might start strong and weaken, and might weaken and go off strong. I mean, we don't have to look much farther than DJT to understand how, we said that stock specifically would be volatile. And look what it's done this morning. I mean, it's gapped up, but it's been up and down and all over the place. So it should be a great, busy day. But what it won't be busy in is on the economic calendar. I know that Carlos normally, we show what's happening, but there is nothing scheduled for today. A little surprising, actually. I mean, there's some bond auctions and crude oil prices come out a little bit later, but that's not market impact stuff, or at least not for the equities market. That's not what we normally look at. So I've got nothing on the economic calendar today. Probably not a surprise. I imagine, you don't want to put your data out on the eve. No, it's not the eve. I guess it's on the day of the elections. I mean, that's the big news, right? So you don't need any other economic data. Now, keep in mind, everybody, tomorrow is a big day. We've got jobless numbers in the morning. We've got wholesale inventories. And, of course, we've got the FOMC interest rate decision that is happening at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So 2 o'clock, the number comes out. 2:30, the press conference. So normal schedule. That's tomorrow, not today. Keep that in mind. So, we've got, as long as the number comes to expectation, which is a 1/4 point drop by the Fed, then things should go to plan. But we always get market movement. So that's tomorrow. Today, it's election all day, or at least election results. So, yeah, no other economic data scheduled. Carlos, we did have we had one interesting earning that we'll talk about. And then I guess let's see what's going on in the gappers. So, yeah, the earnings, guys, what is today? Wednesday. We've got some interesting stuff happening after the close. Not a lot of earnings that I think we're going to be able to trade this morning, but we'll see. We'll see if any of them hit the gappers. But yeah, tonight and then tomorrow, we get a couple of interesting things that will be hitting the earnings that we can talk about. So for right now, we're sort of in the calm before the storm, I feel like. So at least for this week's earnings.
Yeah, absolutely, man. A lot happening, at least in the market this whole week. I think it's going to be very exciting. So we'll keep an eye on things. Let's jump right in, guys. Our gappers list, as you can see, heavy on both sides, right? Pro-Trump stuff is going to be on the upside of things. Not so Trump stuff is going to be on the downside of things. Obviously, election is going to drive a lot of these moves that we're seeing here. Let's start with SONN this morning. This one is up 156%, 453,000 shares traded. So we got some good volume here, man. Float on this one, let me just take a look. just starting to get going. So we might not have the news right now. We'll pick it up in a second. The float on this, wow, this is scary. 558,000 shares flow. So risky, 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 friends. I think we've seen this ticker before. Peter, anything driving this? Just got going. Biotherapeutics looks like.
Sonnet Biotherapeutics. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if we've seen them before. I'm not that familiar with them, but they had news. So as a biotech, it's drug news. They actually have two immunotherapy drugs, if I can say it, that are hitting clinical stage trials, and that's seen as good news because one of the two should do well. But anyways, or both of them. So yeah, SONN moving this morning here. There it is, jumping up. But like you said, Carlos, really low float. This absolutely is a high risk play. Nothing to do with the elections here. This is just just jumping based on that news.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna put in my risky pile. It's always fun to see stuff gapping up this much. Again, I won't trade it. We're gonna have a lot of other great things to look at today. This won't be one of them, but entertainment purposes for sure. And if you're a low flow stock trader, this should be on your list this morning. GEO is on here, up 30%, 27%, 1.2 million shares traded. Geo Group, I don't think we ever seen this before. Normally gets very light volume. Flows a little bit higher, hanging out at 130 million shares flow. So bigger on this side. Peter, anything happening with this one today?
This is an interesting one. Okay, Geo Group is a security and protection services company, and they would be, it looks like they're jumping up this morning because they would be on the front lines to execute deportation orders. So here's a direct political impact. It looks like stock. I've never heard of these guys before, but because Carlos, I don't know that we've ever traded them. But anyways, the news article I'm just reading now as we're talking says that if Trump goes ahead with the big deportation plans that he'd mentioned, Geo Group would be one of those that would benefit, I guess, from a business perspective, as they would be tapped to execute a lot of that. So yeah, we're seeing them move up 27%. I mean, that's pretty significant. Big move. Is this all-time highs or just reason? Maybe all-time highs here. Even no, not quite. No, they've been higher. All right, never mind. I got to look back on the charts, and as you look back, they've absolutely been higher, much higher, in fact. So, but yeah, it's the highest they've been in the last 4 years. But that seems to be the news that's moving them.
Yeah, that's definitely going to move them there. I'm not sure how well they're going to trade. I'm going to put them on a secondary. It might not stay there for long. I could see other things looking a lot better. All right, let's take a look at DJT, my friends. This stock has been on fire, both up and down. Started moving late October. If you guys remember, they started really to get going here. Got crazy towards the end, a couple of halts and all the way up to 55. This morning, up 30%, 37 million shares traded, obviously giving the election results here. I just don't know. How is this stock going to, how is this win going to benefit them, right? I mean, as a company, right, itself, right? I get the hype, but, I just don't see how it's going to benefit the company on its own. So it is in play, no question. 37 million shares traded in the pre-market. I mean, that's probably the highest we've seen in a very long time. I'm going to throw it on here. I'm going to be watching this closely. Is it going to be tradable? I have no idea. We don't have shares for short. So that's a bummer. So no shares for sure with Interactive Brokers. I thought we did in the past, but that sucks.
We
okay,
have, yeah.
Peter. Yeah, latest and greatest on this one.
I mean, there's actually no news directly on this. Like you said, the benefit is going to be indirect, right? I guess the presumption would be with Trump as president-elect, DJT would have a little more prominence if as president he starts sending messages through his own platform. That might get utilization up. I mean, this is a multimedia company, so we have to keep in mind. I mean, it is all about social media and what they're doing. I mean, like you said, Carlos, there's no direct impact, but we know, DJT all throughout this election has been sort of tracking Trump's progress through the election, and obviously he's got some good news this morning. So DJT is up 29%, like you said. I mean, that's That's quite a bit. What's interesting is if you look at the price action, though, since the open of the markets very early this morning, it's sort of been going slightly down. So I think this is going to be in play. Like, I'm definitely going to have it on my list just to see what happens. We'll have to wait and see when the sort of the big money weighs in once the opening bell. Does this continue higher? Right? I mean, it is up almost 30%, or do we, give back, I guess, some of the gains that we've seen pre-market? So I honestly don't know what to expect. Like I said earlier, open mind, right? We can make money off of this. Just make sure that you don't get locked into a point of view as to which direction this thing has to go. So.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, as a company, I don't know how this is going to make money. I'll have it here. It'll be fun to watch going forward. Next on the list is going to be Fun. So Fun back on the upside of things. It's been kind of sliding down as high as $10, back down to 7 here now in the pre-market. So again, still up 17%, 6.1 million shares traded. Yesterday was in play as well. It did gap up, and it kind of just sold off for the entire trading day. Live volume, though, it seems like on the 5 minutes. So I don't know how great this is going to be today, Peter. Is there any new news out there on Fun this morning?
I mean, the only news I see is that one of their long-term company directors, Rahul Mewawala, I probably said that completely wrong. But anyways, has been appointed to be their global head of technology and artificial intelligence. So, as soon as you mention AI in a press release, you can get a little bump on your stock, no matter what it's about. But yeah, I mean, he's been with the company for a while, so it's just sort of a new title. Yeah, that's the only news I see, though, really, on our good buddy Funware. Now, keep in mind, this has been tied to DJT for quite a while. So maybe we're just seeing that sort of connection resurge, because it has been sort of trading independently over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. I'm not sure how well this is going to trade. I'll skip on it for now. We can always come back and look at it, or maybe a possible, right? Maybe a possible. We do have shares for sure on it. Yeah, it is very active as well with that 6.1 million. Let's do it as a possible for now. All right, our good buddy Tesla, right? Elon Musk bets pays off here. Tesla's up 12.5 this morning, 17%, my friends. This is going to be heavily in play today. Will be on my list for sure. So yeah, adding Tesla on here. Obviously, Tesla, Peter, an election play here this morning.
Absolutely, and we all know that Elon made his bet on the election, and it looks like he made the right bet. How that benefits Tesla, again, it's indirect, but it's not inconsequential. So we'll see what happens. I mean, really, it's going to take a while for the actual benefits to come through, but that doesn't matter for us, right? I mean, we're trading the hype cycle. That's what moves stocks these days, and has for quite a while. So all that matters is that Tesla, gapping up quite significantly. We're here at 280. I was actually surprised to see how high up it was this morning. I thought we might get to around 270. I mean, keep in mind, we closed yesterday at 250, right? So it's up 12%. Yeah. That's a $31 move so far this morning. And yeah, this is absolutely in play. So another one that I think just has to be on the list. I mean, it's going to be in play. What it's going to do in which direction, again, I have no idea, but I'm going to watch it and look to take opportunity where I can.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tesla's going to be on here, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch this morning. All right, I'm going to stop here. This list is massive. I mean, companies are just up drastically today, as you can see here. Bitcoin is up. You got all of them on here. Some airlines are up as well. Banks. I mean, you name it. It's up today, right? Obviously, given what the election results are. And then before we get to the gap down, Peter, anything you like? Because we're not going to be able to get through that entire list this morning.
Well, I mean, like you were just saying, Carlos, a Republican win favors the market, and we're seeing a lot of things move up. We're seeing volumes higher. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be just a good trading day on that basis. I'm surprised to see things like Lyft and PayPal on our gappers list. I mean, there's no specific news on either one of those that I'm aware of anyways. But, I see them moving up. What else was I watching? A couple of earnings this morning, but I think they're gapping down. I mean, CVS. How about that? CVS had earnings this morning. They beat their numbers and are gapping up. in the early trading. This is CVS Health, by the way. Keep in mind, because I think I can't remember if they've divided for public trading the other the sort of the retail side of it. But anyways, CVS ticker is for CVS Health, and they are gapping up on strong earnings. I mean, there was a bunch of other earnings this morning, but they're not stuff that typically gets good trading volume, like Toyota. I mean, huge company. TM is the ticker there. They had earnings this morning, beat their numbers, but they are dual traded. Actually, they didn't. Actually, they missed on revenue and bottom line, but are gapping up slightly. One that I like to watch is Teva, Teva, Teva Pharmaceutical, Teva. I still don't know how to say it. Anyways, they beat on revenue, delivering 4.3 billion versus 4.1 estimate, and an extra 4 cents on earnings, achieving 67 cents per share. So that I think I started trading Teva, so I just have a soft spot in my heart for it, and I think that it's not likely to be in play. There's going to be other better targets this morning, and one I'll mention just for Brian. Is Brian back today or is it tomorrow? I think he's back tomorrow, isn't he?
It's Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday, yeah, tomorrow. So all right, one more day. Yeah, okay. Excellent. Well, I look forward to that. But just for Brian, he always likes to watch Fun, just FUN, which is Six Flags Entertainment. They had earnings. I don't, it's more of a swing trade. It is not a day trader. Like, it just doesn't trade enough volume. Like, typically it only gets about 1 million shares. But they did have earnings. Actually, they have earnings after the no, it was early this morning. I just wasn't seeing a lot of coverage on it. So, and I don't see their numbers, but I just thought I'd mention it because it came up on my list, and I always think of Brian when I see it pop up there. So, yeah, those are the ones that I was watching. Of course, you guys could probably pick anything, right? All of the Magnificent Seven gapping up this morning, from Apple to Nvidia to Netflix, Microsoft, Google. They're all green there this morning. The only things that are red. The only one that's red out of that whole group is Meta. Meta is actually gapping down marginally this morning, but not on big volume. Everything else pretty much green. So
I like Meta here. I'm laughing, man. My chat, Peter, I don't know how your family circle is, but my family circle is half and half on this. My chat is going off on the elections results.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I'm reading through it. I'm like, Thanksgiving is going to be a lot of fun. It sure is. Thanksgiving dinner is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the advantage of being Canadian, I guess, is that, whether people are watching or not, it's like watching a good movie.
I keep forgetting.
You don't tweet each other about it when it's done. It's just like, oh, well, that was interesting. Let's see what happens on the planet now. Like, we're just
let's move on with life, is what the Canadians are saying. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Exactly.
I keep forgetting that you're in the US. I mean, not in Canada. Yeah,
that's right. We should mention Bitcoin. Yeah. You did mention that, and I guess I did. I don't know if I owe an apology or not, but I said I didn't know what the impact would be. I didn't think there would be an immediate impact to Bitcoin, but I got to say, overnight, good rise there, $5,000 increase almost. I mean, it's showing red at the moment if you look at Bitcoin prices, but it's only because it rose throughout the evening last night. Went from about sort of a $68,000, $69,000 level up to almost a high of 76. It went to 75.8, I guess, was the high. Now it's sitting at 74.5. So Bitcoin prices directly are up, and then some of the related stocks are up too, whether it's Riot or Mara or Coin or whatever you're looking at. So yeah, we got some good positive movement on Bitcoin prices. And I said, I didn't think there would be such an immediate impact, but it did move up. So I'm looking at the price here. Yeah, it went up from around where 4 o'clock it was sitting around 69,000, and around 11 o'clock last night, pretty much hit its highs. So yeah, there we have it. So Bitcoin prices up
this morning. I like Coin. Yep. I'm going to be watching Coin and Mara, either one of those. But right now, Coin looks a little bit cleaner for me on the pre-market and the daily as well. And I traded Coin in the past. It can trade very good. So I'll put Coin on my, I'll put it on my main list today. I will put it on here. All right, guys, let's look at our gap down list this morning. A couple of things in some heavy double digits here. So Run is down. I'm not running anywhere. It's down 15% here, 728,000 shares traded. This is the solar panel. Oh, I see the whole kind of solar panel sector is leading the gap down this morning.
Yeah.
There he goes. Peter, give us the
Well,
rundown on this sector.
yeah, I mean, this is not a surprise, right? The solar sector is one that is not favored with the election results, and I think in comments like the day or two before last night's or yesterday's election, Trump was directly saying how he was going to have a focus on oil. So I think that probably it's just general feel that solar is not going to be favored, and that would match what happened in the first a Trump Republican presidency. So yeah, we're seeing all of these gap down a little bit. It's tough to say whether they're going to be in play though. Like they're gapping, but Carlos, when I'm looking at the volume on all of these, it's not huge. Like run that you had up there, the ENPH, they're all gapping down, but not on huge volume. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I'm probably not going to play this sector at all.
Yeah, yeah. It's these stocks, even when they are heavily in play, they're hard to trade. Like probably the best one out of all of this could be ENPH today. I trade them in the past, and they've done well when they had heavy news. Either oil prices or whatever going up or down. They have traded well in the past. Could there be a possibility there? Yes, but it's not going to be my go-to. So I'm with you there, Peter. I'll add just one on the secondary list, ENPH. Just keep an eye on to see if things really start running. Like you said, when the big money comes in, the big volume comes in, what are those going to be doing? I'll have that on my secondary for now. We're going to skip through a lot of these solar stuff. Let's head over to is NXT solar stuff. I mean, this looks ugly anyway, so I don't like it. Down 12.1, only 230. Yeah, garbage truck there. Not looking great, man. So not excited for this one.
Yeah, it's also solar.
Oh, it is. Okay. All right, perfect. So we'll skip on that one.
Yeah.
Same thing there. We'll look at EMPH out of all of those. Here's a DQ, also energy as well. Again, just
solar.
They're all down. This doesn't look good to me. Yeah, we'll skip on that one. BE, Bloom Energy. I'm assuming solar, some kind of energy play as well. Horrible volume. Doesn't look great. Skipping on it. Let's go to W. So these guys are not going to be knocking on my door trying to get me to put solar panels on my roof anymore. Is that going to stop? I mean, that's the see. Here's the thing: you got to look at the positive side of everything that's even negative, right? Whether you on which doesn't matter what side you're in. Look at the positive side if you can. And these stocks are not doing well, so that's not positive. But for me, if they stop knocking on my door, that's a very positive thing for me. So all right, they're very aggressive.
You and John mentioned that a lot, that these solar guys come knocking. I have never had a solar salesperson knock on my door ever. Yeah.
They're aggressive, man. Maybe they're so aggressive.
I mean, I presume it's a weather thing, right? I mean, it's solar panels are a lot harder to maintain when you're here in Canada and they get covered in 4 feet of snow, right? So that's problematic. I mean, it just causes damage to them, let alone the fact that they're obviously not, generating any energy. So
if you don't get a 7% of sun, then it's not worth the investment of how much it costs. These things are very expensive. If some of you guys know, probably have them down in Florida. They're not cheap, right? So if you don't get a certain amount of sun, then yeah, you're not getting your money back.
Yeah. I guess it just doesn't. I mean, we get sun. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's saying. I mean, I'm not living under like a giant rock up here. But anyways, yeah, I think the economics they probably just don't work here. So, but anyways, yeah. Well, Carlos, I don't know whether you can expect more. Maybe they'll need to send more salespeople because they got to boost sales. I'm not sure.
Oh man, don't tell me that. All right, let's move on down, friends. This list also massive. So we're gonna move around here a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. Some of the stuff I want to talk about is gapping down. There are better traders, are the Chinese tickers. Obviously, they're not happy today. Down 3.4 here is Baba, 1.1 million shares traded. I will be watching this one. I think there might be some opportunities there. This is not good news for Chinese companies, of course. PDD is also down. So again, all the Chinese tickers down this morning. But Baba is my favorite to watch. So I'm going to keep them on deck to see if there's any opportunities there that can flare up today. Peter, I'm going to stop here because this list can go on and on. What do you like on the gap down, or maybe any other earnings happening today?
Well, you mentioned the Chinese sector. It's down in general, so you can sort of pick your stock if you want to watch one of those. You sort of bounced off a Wayfair. I saw that on the list. I noticed that they're down. They've been down for a few days, well, a few weeks here, but with some earnings warnings. JP Morgan actually came out and said that they think it might be a buy opportunity as there's growth opportunity on Wayfair. I mean, they're down another 8% this morning. But I'm not seeing enough volume to warrant it being in play. But it might be interesting longer term to keep an eye on. The one that I'm surprised didn't come up that absolutely is down this morning is SMCI. SMCI, now they were supposed to have earnings yesterday. And like I mentioned, I wasn't quite sure how they're going to do that. They didn't actually have earnings. They issued what they called a business update. And their business update had a bunch of interesting, information on it. They said for the, for the next quarter, they've tightened in their estimates. They before it estimated 6 to 7 billion of revenue. Now it's 5.9 to 6 billion. So it's off the bottom of the low end. Their guidance, of course, as a result, is lower for the year. They're facing the threat of delisting. They reiterated that that they have no idea at this point when they're going to actually be able to issue their annual report and their financial numbers. So, all of that is bad news. They received 2 downgrades this morning. I mean, the only positive news, if you can call it that, was that in a review, it said that there was no evidence of financial manipulation on their in their financials. But again, the fact that they had to come out and say that doesn't is usually not a good thing. So so I guess it's good that there's no evidence of financial manipulation. But again, it may not matter if they get delisted anyways, because they're not producing the required financial statements, their annual report, etc. So yeah, I mean, SMCI is still hurting. You just look at the stock price, you can see evidence of that. It's down, trading at $22.60 so far this morning, down another $5 from where it closed yesterday. So it's in trouble, and it oddly is shortable. It's still shortable with 7 million shares shortable. So yeah, SMCI in play.
Yeah, I like SMCI, and it has been trading well too. So I'm gonna add them on my main list, guys. It's been a lot of fun to watch. We had a good trade. Was it yesterday? The day before on Monday? We had a great trade on this one. So hopefully that can continue. You had something else, Peter?
There was one other that I was watching. Aurora Cannabis. This is more of a legacy. ACB is the ticker on that. Just they had earnings this morning. Had a good quarter, beat their numbers, but they are gapping down about 7%. This is like pretty much it's almost a penny stock now. And it doesn't trade a lot of volume. It trades a little under 1 million shares. But I still remember fondly the days when we were trading cannabis stocks like crazy, Carlos, and that was a lot of fun. But those days, I guess, are behind us. We haven't looked at any of these for a while.
Yeah,
so
man, wow, that's it. What was it? ACB, Cron, CGC, all these. I remember those. They were heavily in play, man. $2 on Cron now.
Tilray,
CGC is
TLRY.
Tilray, the stock that hit like 300 on one day. Yeah, insane. Blast from the past there. All right, friends, let's stop here. Again, so much to watch today. So far on the list, DJT, Tesla, Coin, Baba, and SMCI. And we haven't not even looked at Apple, NVIDIA, and some of these other big companies that we have this morning. But we'll take a look at what you guys are watching. So send your tickers. Let's pick a few from the chat room here, from our members tab, and see what's in play this morning. But before we continue, guys, hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. We're sitting, I'm showing 22. That can't be right. We're going to reset that. But hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. We're sitting at 99 likes. We'd love to be a little bit higher. Something closer to 300 would be nice. We got 600 people watching today. So thank you guys for tuning in. And if you're just tuning in, it is Peter's birthday today. So wish Peter a very happy birthday this morning. We're going to say that all the pre-market show today and when we go live. Happy birthday, Peter, man. I hope you have an exciting day today. So yeah, 122. Keep it coming, guys. Really appreciate it. The likes does help the channel a lot. So support us there. Really appreciate it. All right, let's take a look. Our chat room tickers. We have a bunch of happy birthdays. I guess I should have picked up tickers first, but that's good. A bunch of happy birthdays for Peter. MSTR. The sequence there was not great. MSTR this morning. Let's see. We're up 10%. 2 million shares traded so far. Yeah, it's in play. MicroStrategy. I find this one for me hard to trade with the way the price action is. But there's been some good opportunities. I've seen members in the community crush this as well as moderators. I just find this one a little bit tougher, man. Peter, your thoughts on it? Are you watching MSTR today?
I hadn't thought about it. I mean, obviously they are tied to Bitcoin prices, deciding to have been a bank, and they've been stockpiling Bitcoin for a while now, and announced plans that, remember, we talked about, to buy another few $1 billion worth. So as long as they get the bank backing and funding, right? Yeah, I mean, they're definitely moving up, obviously, with Bitcoin prices having headed higher overnight. Like you said, though, harder to trade. Like, their spread can be large. It can be a little, I don't know, a little difficult. So I'd rather stick with coin, which seems to be the smoothest mover in that space for whatever reason. But I know a lot of our members watch MSTR. So, if you're able to get good trades on it, by all means, right? Take it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to skip on that one for now. Let's take a look at what else you guys have on here. I did see CVS. Yeah, we did speak about CVS earlier. Peter did mention this one. I'm not a big fan of the way they move, even when they are in play today. If they're going to trade, well, today could be one of the best days to do that. Their setup right now looks clean, up 10%, almost 1 million shares traded. Pre-market action looks really good. You know what? This might be worth, for me, putting as a possible. So thanks for mentioning it again. Now that I'm taking a closer look at it, we're starting to get some movement, right? But again, they're just not the easiest stock to trade. So CVS is on here, definitely in play today. NVO is another one that you're giving us. Let's take a look at NVO. Novo Nordics. Yeah, we know this very well. Looks like news this morning. Peter, did you mention this? Did I miss this?
No, they were one of the ones with earnings. I didn't mention them. They had a good quarter, beat their numbers, narrowed their outlook. I mean, it was still within the range the analysts had predicted, but they just gave us a tightened view of it, which, as soon as you don't increase your guidance, you seem to get punished in these markets. So I think that's the reason why they're gapping down. I mean, they just got more precise on it. Anyways, they're doing fine. Don't worry about them. But their stock is dropping this morning. It could be in play. I mean, they do have 1 million shares traded. I don't typically watch this, so I don't know how it trades, to be honest, but probably not going to make my list.
Yeah, I have some of the other stocks that are looking so much better this morning, so there's going to be no space for this one. It is in play if you do like this sector and this the way this stock moves. Today looks really nice. Let's go to YouTube, pick a few from there. Then we get to our community events announcement for this wonderful Wednesday. Let's take a look at PLTR. I saw that mentioned very early on as well in our YouTube chat and our members tab. Up 4%, 5.1 million shares traded. Did well yesterday, had a beautiful breakout here, and it did hold that gap, that move up. And today, gapping up so far this morning, 4% with some really nice volume. So if PLTR trades like it did yesterday, I mean, this is as clean as it can get, man. This stock can be very choppy, but if it can trade like anywhere near this can be a lot of fun today. So I'm going to add it to my list, Peter. I like the gap up here, right? It looks nice.
I should have taken a closer look. I was watching it all day yesterday as it broke those highs, right? And we're also, even higher today. So why not? All-time highs is a good place to watch stocks. So yeah, PLTR is not a bad one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, it looks really good. I like that one. Going to be on the list this morning. And as you see, my list keeps growing and growing. Already 6 tickers on here that look really nice. Yeah. All right. Anything else, guys? I saw Bank of America. Usually the banks are in play. I see a lot of them up this morning. Bank of America, West Fargo is also on our gap up list as well. You guys mentioned Citigroup. That is also on there. They're in play today. Just the way my list is set up right now, I'm watching some of the stuff that I think it's going to trade a little bit better. because you can't watch everything today. You have to be somewhat picky of what you watch here because there's so much that is in play. I mean, just take a look at our gappers list. Let's look at it one more time here. If we look at the gap up, I mean, just scroll down. It is massive. Look at all the names are on here, up 10%, 8%, 7, 6, 5. American Airlines is on here, $14. Nice bounce there. All the airlines doing well, right? So there's just so much. You can't watch everything. You got to really be a bit more picky this morning, right? Be bit more selective. Unless you're Lenny. If you're Lenny, you could watch 30 stocks, no problem. But other than that, man, keep to a few. Maybe in different sectors would be a good idea, right? Watch different sectors that can give you the best opportunity. With that, Peter, let's go to you, man. What is happening on your birthday this Wednesday night in our community?
Well, what has happened? Wednesday night means it's psychology night, and we will talk about our specific. Oh, sorry, my computer is frozen. Can you still hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
You're just camera froze.
Okay. All of my screens just went blank. I hate it when that happens because you never know if they're going to come back. Okay, they're back. I'm back. All right. Okay, we're good. Woof. All right. So tonight means we're going to have Dr. Kenneth Reed with us, who's presenting on this lovely, lovely November 6th day, 8 o'clock usual time in the webinar room for all of our elite members. He's going to talk. I love the title, Planning for the Planning Impaired. So plan your trades or plan to fail, right? Those who fail to plan to fail. It's sort of a take on that old expression. But he's absolutely correct, right? You need to plan out your trades and do your best to stick to your strategy. He's going to talk about the psychology of that. Why do we have such trouble doing it? And some advice on how you can make it better. So that's at 8 o'clock tonight. Next week, Wesley Altman is going to take over. He's going to be talking about the path to trading mastery. That'll be on November 30th, 8 o'clock, usual time for that session. So those are our psychology sessions coming forward. But that is just what we have happening tonight. We have so much happening in the... Is my camera frozen? What's happening?
Yeah, it's still frozen. You might have to restart it.
What's going on? I'm looking very perplexed in that frozen picture.
It's a pretty good still.
All right. Well, I was going to show you guys I've got my immunization record here that I'm getting updated because I do not want to turn into a chicken. So apparently, I've got to get immunized for yellow fever and chikungunya and all those stuff that mosquitoes could give me because I am going to Colombia. And for all of our members that are joining us in Colombia, what a awesome trip that's going to be. That's coming up in just over a month in December. We're heading to Colombia, just under a month, I guess, and spending some time with a number of members that have decided to join us, touring the country, trading. I assume we'll find some time to trade. Anyways, should be a lot of fun. But we always have events happening, like our annual meetup that we have coming up in March 2025 in Vancouver. So that's a great one. Pre-sales are already available. You can get the discounted early bird price if you want to by going to our website. And we found the link, didn't we, yesterday? We did put it up. I know it's not on this thing right here, but I know it gets posted. I'm sure. There you go. See, look, the team's on it. They already posted that. VariableTraders.com/TEDx is the link to get that. But if you're interested in joining us, jump in early so you can get your seat. It sells out. Every time we've done this, we've sold out the tickets. So this should be a great one because it's not only our typical trading-focused event, but we've got a private TEDx event as part of this. Going to be focusing on peak performance and mental resilience. As you can tell, we're very excited for this. I know that Andrew and Mike, they deserve a lot of credit. They're putting a ton of work into this to get this all set up, and it's going to be a fantastic event. So hopefully you'll join us at the end of March, the 29th through the 31st in Vancouver for that event. Prior to that, if you want to join us in the community, you can do that at any time. We're here every day the market's open. Go to VariableTraders.com and you can find out all the information. We've got a number of different membership packages for you if you want to join, including the Elite Annual and the Diamond packages. The Diamond is discounted right now. If you join using the Diamond, you get everything in the Elite plus you get a $50,000 traded account that you can use or not, but it's still worth the deal. I mean, look at the discount. It's cheaper and you get more. So you might as well take advantage of that. And by the way, if you do trade in that funded account and follow the rules, which are posted on our website under the FAQs, you can actually get paid. So it might actually might make you money. You never know. But it's a great opportunity to learn trading in a safe environment. And that's what we want to do, is promote trading education and trading learning for all of those out there who are interested. So hopefully you'll check it out at some point and take advantage. If you want information on the markets, whether it's post-election, pre-election, just regular normal day, you want to go to tradingterminal.com. Not only has all the news and information on the markets you can get, but we have courses of study. I think Lenny was talking about a course yesterday, wasn't he? Was it Lenny? Yeah, that he was delivering in the Academy. So there's lots of stuff happening. Check out the Academy. There's courses of learning, some paid, some free, that you can take advantage of. And that is available in Trading Terminal. So check it out. I'm going to hand it back over to Carlos so that I can reset my camera. I'm going to have to click off the link and rejoin. You all may feel a slight tingling, but I'll be back with you momentarily.
All right, Pierre. Look forward to seeing you back, friends. Let's get to it. This list this morning: DJT, Tesla, Coin, Baba, SMCI, and PLTR. So let's do some levels here. Your list could be completely different today, and it could be an amazing list because there's just so much to watch this morning. So let's start here. DJT, high of the pre-market, 55.03. Someone in our good buddy Jao over on YouTube asked us, what does hard to borrow means, right? This H, let me see if I can get this on the screen right over here. This HTB, right? What does that mean? And that basically means hard to borrow. So that's the indication that for my broker, Interactive Brokers, we don't have no shares to short. So if you double click on that right on there, you're going to get this little pop-up, and this little pop-up will tell you what's going on. And it says symbol is not shortable, right? So sometimes we have shares to short with DJT. Sometimes we don't. Today, we don't have any. So we'll not be able to short that, at least right now. That could change as we move forward through the day here. High of the pre-market on this one, 54.99. So we'll slam a level there. We're going to move over to the left. We're going to slam another level here on the most recent highs we saw, 47.58 is a good one on there. And then the low of the pre-market, pretty much the high from yesterday. So I'm not going to worry about that. That's covered there. And as we move towards the bottom, you do have the highs and lows for the last two trading days. This will be in play, but it's going to be interesting to see how it moves going forward because, again, yes, Trump won, and this is DJT, but how is this company going to make money? It's like the AI phase, right? When AI came out, all tech companies were going up. Once they started reporting earnings, okay, who's really making money? Just a few, not everybody that was just screaming AI, right? So same thing here. How are they going to make money going forward? We might see some crazy action out of it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We know how these guys are going to make money going forward. Tesla is up here 12%, 18 million shares traded. Obviously, Elon did well here on his bets. And 290 is the high of the pre-market. 269.11 is the low of the pre-market. So once you do that, you have the highs and lows. Beautiful range. We're up $30 on this stock today, guys. So that's really, really nice. Looking forward to trading Tesla this morning. Towards the bottom, you do have your highs and lows for the last two trading days. I am going to mark down a 261.77. And then we're going to go to the left here and see what is our most recent highs, because I know we've been higher. And it's going to be, we had a spike around, it looks like July 2023. We had a nice little spike here. I'm looking at the weekly now, right? So just to make things a little bit easier, 298.59. We'll slam one there. And just a little bit higher, because I hear you guys over in chat on YouTube saying maybe 300 for Tesla. Could happen. Could happen. Maybe not today, but I could see that happening for this EV here. 313 is a good level, and obviously we'll be on the lookout for 300. It's a psychological price tag for sure, so I'm going to mark it there. 300 right here is good. 300, we'll mark that there as well. All right, looks like I hear Peter. He's back. Excellent. And let's take a look at the next one, friends. Yep, and we got your sound. Beautiful. Next one is going to be coin. So if you notice, I just got a little bit of everything. So I got coin on here. Bitcoin is moving up this morning. Coin is my favorite so far with the pre-market. Looks very active. 220.60 is the high of the pre-market. The low down at 213. So we'll put that there as well. And then we're going to slam down. If you look at it in the daily, there's a nice level here, a lot of support and resistance. So 207.05, it's a lot of flirting going on here on the daily. Look at the support, look at the resistance. So I do like that there. If the stock does drop, that could be an area that we can target as a short for a possible support area there. So we'll keep that on there as well. Let's take a look at BABA. Obviously, with the elections, Chinese stocks are not feeling too hot this morning. They've been drying up though a little bit after this huge pop they got. If you guys remember this in September, kind of sold off into October, and now we're losing some of the support we built all October here. So low of the pre-market on BABA is going to be 95.23. I'm going to put one there. High of the pre-market over at 98.19. Our highs and lows all the way up here between 98 and 100. We got this beautiful area of just support and resistance, a kind of a nice range we got stuck in. Let's go to the left and get some levels if we can. We do have one over here at 93.99, and then right over here at 91.36 from the most recent daily candles on BABA. There's plenty you can look at. You can look at PDD and some other ones, but BABA is probably the best one that we have so far. SMCI, man, in play. We had a great trade on Monday on this. You guys remember that Andrew traded this, did very well. I also took the second entry that he was trying to get in on, so we did good there, and many of you guys as well. So hopefully if it can continue to trade this good, it could be a lot of fun. 8.9 million shares traded, down 17%. That's exactly what we want to see in a stock here. High of the pre-market, pretty much the low from 2 days ago. Low of the pre-market, 20.53. We have that mark there, and now we got to go to the left. And how far to the left here? Let's go to a weekly if we can. Here is a weekly. Man, we haven't been here in quite some time. We're looking at 2023, and look at the weekly. We got 1709. It's a good level. We got another level above the low of the pre-market at 2181, which is worth noting. And that's all you really have. So it's been a while since we've been down here. Looking good this morning, though, guys, and has been trading well given their numbers pool, not releasing the report, not releasing it. I mean, it's just a whole lot of negative stuff happening with CMCI that's going to create some great opportunities for us. Last but not least on my list is going to be PLTR. PLTR traded amazing yesterday. Let me show you a quick look if you missed it. And as I'm doing this, friends, if you missed hitting the thumbs up, now it's a great chance to do that. Hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. We really appreciate it. I mean, it helps to show a ton. We wouldn't be asking you if it didn't. We're sitting at 206 right now, 206 likes, but we have a record 722 viewers watching right now, guys. We could definitely do better than that. Half of you guys have to be happy with the election. So let's hit that thumbs up if you're happy. And if you are not happy, hit the thumbs up anyway. You know, better luck in 4 years, right? Just be happy for whatever it is. You're alive. It's all good. You know, whether you lost or won, doesn't matter. Just be happy to be alive, friends. So hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. We're not responsible for the election results. If you're a little bit bitter today, it's okay. We'll get over it together. It's all right. All right. Towards the bottom, friends. Love the pre-market. 51.40. What happened? What happened, Peter?
I said, we're really happy. No matter how you feel.
Well, it's your birthday. So I don't care what happens. It's your birthday. We're happy today, man. It's your birthday. So I'm happy for that. Period.
Exactly. If you want to wish Peter a happy birthday, give us a like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. There's no happy better birthday gift than a good old thumbs up for me.
Exactly, friends. But really appreciate it. We only ask because it does help. And people forget. Like, I'm one of those people that does forget to hit the like button. I'm pretty bad at that. I did this morning, and I'm going to get better at that, I promise. So then the karma can come back and help our pre-market show, right? So you got to give. Andrew says this all the time. Just give, right? Just give. And then the earth, or, you know, the galaxy, whatever you believe in, just comes back and gives to you, right? So let's do that. 1K, Andrew says 1K hopefully soon. Thanks for your support. Excellent. If we get 1K today, can we give a laptop, Andrew? I might put him on the spot. I don't know. But if we get 1K, 1,000 likes, we probably could do a laptop. I'm sure Andrew would do that if we do that. Let's see. All right, let's POTR, friends, looks really good here. Towards the top, if we look towards the top above POTR, it's all-time high. So we are set there, friends. We are looking very nice on POTR. There's nothing else for us to add. And we do have DJT, Tesla, Coin, BABA, SMCI, and POTR on my list this morning. What a wonderful morning. Peter, take us to what our team is watching today.
Yeah, well, we have a lot on the list here to talk about. So let's start at the top. Andrew, in early. I got to give him credit, man. Like, he has been in early for ever since he's been back. He's a new man, and I love it. Top of our list here with Tesla, TNA, SMCI, and DJT. Eamon's got a potential long in Meta. He considers it a risky one. Remember, it was the only of the Magnificent Seven that was down this morning, but he is thinking that there might be a long in it. Jared is watching Tesla, DJT, and SMCI. Megan is watching NVIDIA and Tesla. Pierre is watching Tesla, NVIDIA, AMD, SMCI, Avi, Tesla, NVIDIA, and Microsoft on his list. We've got Thor, who's going to be watching the market overall, Tesla and AMD. Mike is going to be watching Tesla, NVIDIA, and DJT. Now, I'm going to be watching, and I want to take a second here. We got a second before the market opens, don't we? Yeah. Just very quickly, we don't often share our trades, but you know that AMD's always been top of my list. And it has been for quite a while. I'm thinking that I might need to put it alongside. I've got AMD / NVIDIA. And I'll tell you why. Because yesterday, here's one of my series of trades I was taking personally yesterday. And you can see I was trying to short NVIDIA at all-time highs, or at the highs. That's what I like to do. I short things at highs. And it actually took me 4 tries, but I did get it short just over 140. 140.26 was my actual average entry. You can see way at the top here. And then I was able to ride that all the way through to the close. And it was actually turned out to be a great trade, paid for all the earlier trades. But what happened at one point is I was trying to put in a range order halt for myself so that I could walk away and just let this thing self-manage. And I accidentally put it in on AMD. I'm so used to trading AMD that I typed it in AMD and I entered the halt, and then it executed immediately. And I'm like, what happened? What did I do wrong? Wrong stock. So I realized, you know what? Maybe I'm just so used to trading it, but maybe it's not my favorite anymore. I have been trading NVIDIA more than AMD. I hate to say it. Look, the love is still there, but sometimes, you move on. So anyway, I'll be watching AMD and NVIDIA today, Tesla, DJT, SMCI, Coin, and PLTR. Yeah, I'm fickle, aren't I? Anyways, Paris is going to be watching Tesla, DJT, NVIDIA, PLTR, and SMCI. You can see a lot of commonality here in these lists. Brendan's in with his list watching DJT, Tesla, NVIDIA, and SMCI as well. And last but certainly not least, one of our live traders, Lenny, is going to be watching Tesla, NVIDIA, Coin, CVS, UAL. He's always got a couple of ones others aren't watching. ENPH, we've talked about the solar sector, and PLTR. So that's what all of our moderators have got going on. We'll see what happens today, right? Like we've been telling you guys all morning, just keep an open mind, right? Even if you think things are going to the moon, or if you think they're going to be disastrous, just trade based on what your strategy and the technicals tell you. I don't want anybody getting into big trouble today. This is the type of day where if you come in opinionated, you could win big and be really happy, or you could have one of the biggest loss days of your career. And I don't want to see that for anybody. So whatever you do, again, just trade cautious, trade smart. And I know you guys will be good, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow, hopefully happy. Right? So that's my advice. I know that Andrew was here early. Where is he? He's not logged in here yet.
Yeah, he's on chat, but he'll be joining us here. He just I'm looking at American Airlines. I noticed that American Airlines also looking nice, guys, in play. It's up 6.1, and many of the airlines are in. So watch them. I don't have any space anymore here, so if you do have space, you can look at American Airlines and some of the airlines, some of the banks, you name it. This gap up list has a ton. Friends over on YouTube, Andrew just confirmed we get 700 likes today. He'll give away a laptop. He gets 1,000 live viewers, and he's gonna give away something big. So you got some real great stuff happening there. So hit that like, guys. We're sitting at 483, which is awesome. So halfway there to that 700. I see Lenny. Good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Everything good here. Exciting morning. How are you doing?
Yes, it is. Doing good, friend. Doing good.
Awesome.
Exciting morning for a lot of reasons, and we're can't wait to see how this market open comes. It's going to be wild, I think, but some good opportunities. But Peter said it best, guys. Just be careful of your bias. You trade your strategy. That's very important. Stay level-headed, straight a strategy, and don't let your bias take the best of you. Right? It's going to be a wild morning. All right. With that said, I see Andrew's camera's coming on. 6 minutes to the market open. We'll leave it to you guys to prepare. Lenny, what do you like this morning? We saw your list. Anything else that you want to share as far as you prepare for the market open?
Yeah, I think like for my plan, because it's of course a very special day today with the election, I think it just we still need to take care indeed, and still don't take sloppy entries just because we expect more volatility. I think it's good to just try to take as still as perfect setups as possible. Don't get overexcited and think, we're doubting, but it's election day, so at least we're gonna jump in. So I think that my message got definitely a lot of stocks on the watch list, but it's about being very careful as always.
Yeah.
All
Guys, take
right.
care.
Good
Andrew
morning,
Son, have
everybody.
an amazing trading day. We'll see you next time.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. Amazing site. My
Thanks,
skin was so
brother.
dry that some
You're glowing,
uh,
Andrew. You're glowing.
yes, thank you. Well, yesterday, actually, last night I was watching the election, and at 9 p.m. my time, I said, "Oh man, I need to sleep." So I went to bed and had a really good night's sleep. So I woke up early, and then I realized, "Oh, okay, President Trump is elected again." Well, congratulations to people. Half of the country probably very happy. The other half is probably not very happy. But a market is amazing. How's your 401k doing, guys? IWM is up 6%. IWM is 6%. That's crazy. It's the 2000 small cap companies. They're usually uh, garbage companies, but that's crazy that IWM is 6%. The TNA, which is the leverage of IWM, is up 18%. So that's super interesting. One thing that I wanted to mention that, guys, someone in the chat room, in the YouTube chat mentioned that, oh, what's the point of this live YouTube show? You never tell what you want to trade at the open. Well, this is a very important thing. You can plan, but nobody can say what happens. Nobody can say long or short. If anyone says that, it's BS, 100% guaranteed. Because you have to look at the price action at the open. I can show you many times that the market is gapping up significantly and sells all day. And I can show you many days that the market is gapping down and just squeezes up all day. You have to look at the opening price action. So you can plan something like, for example, Tesla, what's Tesla doing right now is coming above the VWAP. So I really like it for opening range breakup. If it stays around 284, and then toward the higher pre-market, which is 289. But I can't say if it's a long or short just yet, just because it's up to 13%. If anyone again says that, I think it's just BS. Like check the day that the Russia attacked Ukraine, market gap down 3% and just rallied like crazy. So having a plan and understanding a price action at the open is both requirement for having a really good trading day. We just look at what's happening in the market, but we can't really say in advance. If that's $1 billion question, if I know Tesla is going to go up, like I would be a billionaire, but nobody knows. You have to look at the opening price action. That's why we really wait for a couple of minutes to see what the price action is. Right now, there's so many things can happen. There's a lot of might be short covering. A lot of people are, getting a FOMO. They want to jump into so many things. At the same time, there could be a lot of profit taking, and we don't know what's the balance right now. Is it the more people buying or more people selling? One thing that I know is the bonds market also getting destroyed. The TLT, which is long duration treasuries, are down 3.5%. The US dollar is getting super strong.
Yep.
So it's a new power shift in the world. So it's very interesting. How are you doing, Lenny?
Everything is good. I'm really excited for the open. Yes, I agree. Lots of things happening. The dollar indeed won a lot against the euro, and I'm very happy that it's a clear result. You know that there's no uncertainty, that there are no like days of waiting. Just a clear result, and we're gonna proceed.
Yeah, also changed.
In
So,
the bank.
the president without Congress doesn't have any power, but now the Senate also flipped to Republicans. So now that the administration that has the legislation, it's very powerful in pushing their agenda. Tax cut probably is coming. I was actually thinking coming to US because if President Trump brings from 21% to 15% corporate tax, is way cheaper than Canada. Well, I don't know, but the bank. That's one of the reasons the banks are gapping up. Like Citigroup, JPM, they're all 7-6% because tax cuts and less regulation in the financial industry would be
Yeah.
very good for them. So But politics beside, this is a very, very interesting situation. And yeah, I mean, nobody really knows exactly what's going to happen. Each side was saying that if the other party is elected, it's the end of the world. But we'll see. I don't think it's going to be end of the world in anything. But really, really interesting to see. Today,
Yeah.
doing the laptop, I think we should do, we can do so many things. We can do a laptop, or I can actually give a free funded account to people. If we get to how many likes? Wow, we have 947 people. What about if we get to 700 likes? I can give you a laptop or a free funded account. Whatever would you like. All right, let's
Anything, we're
see.
open.
Let's see what the market is doing.
I have also my
Shit.
screen shared, so in the chat room you guys can see it.
My computer is kind of the volume on Tesla is crazy. Guys, I need to.
From the
I think I need to reset my. Maybe I reset my. Maybe I need to reset my. DAS is super cool.
I have to say I also have something with DAS. It also goes a little bit different for me.
Yeah, it is. Maybe I reset that because it's just. Sometimes when there's so much activity on their servers, they get that. So let me quickly reset my DAS because it's really cool still.
PLTR from the huge opening range. From the banking stocks, Wells Fargo is the strongest so far.
Yeah.
WFC
NVIDIA is
difficult.
popping up. NVIDIA did a nice 1 minute pin range breakup. LTR, Tesla. Tesla sold off. Let's see what's going to happen with Tesla. Obviously, super volatile. Yeah, I think their servers are overloaded in DAS. So be careful of your share size. Yeah, it looks like a little bit they're overload. Great trading, guys. Great trading. Let's go. Tesla, I'm going to get a long on Tesla, 284.75, small size. Let's see what's going to happen because I'm not really 100% sure on my trades. Got to fill 284.75. Stop loss, again, a small size, guys, because I'm not really 100% sure what's happening with the market. Stop loss would be below volume weighted average price. Did I share my screen again? Yes. Big ask at 285. Let's see if we can get there. Oh, there you go.
Does look strong, yes.
I'm partialing, guys, on Tesla 286. Big asks were up there. PLTR is coming up too. Oh, very nice. NVIDIA is also super nice. Tesla, guys, partialing more, 287. I didn't take a lot of share size on it, but very good profit.
CCL opened strong. ENPH opened very weak.
Yeah. Tesla, guys, I'm from 284 to 287. Let's see potential add. PLTR looks like it wants to pop up too. Yeah, PLTR looks like it wants to pop up. I'm getting a long on PLTR as well, 53.29. Let's see if PLTR wants to go a little bit higher, the pre-market high. What's SMCI doing? SMCI was, it's a short probably, huh? Yeah. Oh my God, Tesla 288, guys.
Tesla.
Yes. Anyone took that?
Tesla was the one for.
Yeah. PLTR is hopefully goes for the high of the day, which is 53.40. I'm long PLTR, guys. 53.50. There you go. PLTR, guys. Partialing out at 53.50. I get a big size in PLTR. Oh my God, Tesla, man. Look at this company. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Congratulations, Elon Musk, to make so much money with us. Elon Musk is the new star.
Yeah. Did you see
Guys,
his tweet?
I'm heavy
Like
long on
how-
PLTR too. I'm partialing on PLTR, 53.74. Why did I take so many shares on PLTR? Damn, 289 on Tesla. Tesla on the weekly charts. Kind of weird. PLTR 54, we want to get that. 289, 290.
I went
Yeah,
long
it's
coin just a minute ago. Coin is also going up smoothly.
coin, Bitcoin, yeah, 75,000, huh?
No, I mean
Yeah,
the
it is.
Coinbase.
Coinbase, yeah, coin, yeah. Good, good. Amazing, nice. Wow, we have officially 1,000 people watching us live. That is actually a break. Thanks, whoever did that. Is either President Trump or Elon Musk or whatever. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for record. Yeah, it is a record. Thanks for watching us, guys. I hope you took some really good trades. PLTR is at 54 and partialing out, guys. We made so much
Partial in
money. I'll buy
coin.
another number. Coin.
Partial in coin. Really nice move up. Really beautiful. This is like
Oh, man.
ABCD setup, right? 2-minute ORB.
Yeah,
That was a
dust,
nice
man.
setup.
Dust servers are overloading, probably.
Just couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it doesn't even load the chart. Yeah, their servers are overloading. Let me change the switch code server. Let me try another server for them. SMCI, garbage company, Tesla. Tesla is acting a little bit weird at 289. 289 is a big level on Tesla. DJT halted, huh? Oh yeah, setting up. Yeah, I would. I took a small size on Tesla because, again, it's a little bit the situation on the fields and stuff. I'm not super thing. PLTR, I have a big size, and it's
Look at
trading really
coin
well
going to
so
rocket.
far. Yeah, coin is hitting a scanner now. Great, great trade on coin.
Super strong. Look at the increasing volume, increasing size of candles going parabolic.
Tesla is doing some weird stuff at 289. 289 is a super important level on Tesla. If you go to weekly chart, back at I think it's July 24th is the high of that one. So 289. If you break this one, we might go to 290. But it's super volatile right now. Yeah, there is some issues with definitely with the quotes right now. It might be coming from the issue might be actually come from Nasdaq. PLTR, I'm gonna add a little bit more on 54. Let's see for the next pop up. Oh, there you go, popped up 54.28. Oh, let's see if yeah, everything is kind of weird.
It's very slow. It's going too much. It's too much data, right?
Yeah, too much data. The market is exploding. My average in PLTR is 53.35. So I'm gonna get a stopped out on. Yeah, there are code issues with everything. Let me switch my servers. Definitely there are some code issues right now happening with the stack is exploding. Oh my god. Qs are popping up above 502.
PLTR also holding above this pre-market high level. It's a strong sign, but it needs
Yeah, I
more
know.
confirmation. Just see it's really holding there.
I'm checking my code servers on DAS. Let's see. What I see right now is Tesla is at 289. I'm not sure if the prices that I see are actually real or not, but definitely. Yeah, definitely. There are issues with the codes. I don't know if it's DAS or just an exchange. Sometimes it might be exchange. Nasdaq is just. Nvidia is ripping higher, 144. Nvidia is now the biggest company in the world, making new all-time high. Very
Look
nice.
at PTR. PTR will go. I think PTR might go. PTR looks very strong. Let's see.
I'm PLTR.
Yeah, now it rejected. Never mind. PLTR looked strong, but
Well, let's see. It is at R4, so definitely kind of a resistance is DJT is gapping down and getting halted. So DJT, be careful, guys, with DJT. Super volatile now. There are easier way to make money, like with NVIDIA, with Tesla, with PLTR. They're easier to manage the risk right now. So I'm long PLTR at 53.35. I'm still long on Tesla too. Let's see what Tesla is going to do. Right, Tesla might go for the break of high of the day one more time. I'm thinking of adding on Tesla a little bit. I'm adding a little bit on Tesla, 288.65. Let's see if we can go for the break of this big level that we have at 289.40. My new average on Tesla is 286.42, which is pretty good. PLTR, I'm still long, hoping that we can actually make another break. This is excellent. QQ, yeah, Qs are making all-time high, I think, aren't they? Almost the Qs at all-time high. SPY is definitely at all-time high. IWM sold off a little bit. Yeah, IWM was super gapping up. So PLTR is holding so far, but it might stop me out. SPY is really holding at around 5.
yeah, Qs is being definitely stronger than the SPY today. Qs are really ripping.
Yeah,
ripping like going up.
Yeah, leading with by NVIDIA. NVIDIA is up 3%. All right, let's see. I'm very close to get a stopped out on Tesla, but PLTR seems that it wants to go one more time.
Bounce of the pre-market high again, PLTR.
Yeah, it is struggling at 54. It is all-time high also. So, oh yeah, here we go. Let's see. PLTR is going to go again. Let's see if you can get to 54.25. NVIDIA all-time high, the biggest company in the world now, surpassing Apple. Yeah, the SPY is trying to go back toward the high of the day. IWM up 5%. Yeah, again, IWM was super gapping up. Like when an index is gapping up 6%, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Right, let's see if PLTR is going to go back up or not, stop us out or not. Tesla is also at 288, kind of settling down. That was a good opening range breakout we did. Yeah, it was some really nice trading in the chat room. NVDA at 144.50, which is all-time high. That one. The all-time high for 144.53. DJT still selling off, yeah. DJT is crazy. Like this got halted 2 times on the way down.
This is what they call like
yeah. I stopped. Ah, shit. Short. I'm stopped out on. I got to stop out on Tesla, guys. All out of Tesla. Tesla is, it's my average. I'm getting out of it. Yeah, DJT's no shares for short is going down significantly. Let's see what
It's a
PLTR
buy the
is
rumor, sell
doing.
the news event.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you say?
It's like a buy the rumor, sell the news event in DJT. Like I got pumped up like on the anticipation that Trump gonna get chosen, and then he got elected, and now it's selling off.
Yeah, see again, it's super important, guys, to not have any bias and make sure to be ready to manage your position again that we discussed earlier. Nobody knows it's going to go up or not. You have to look at the opening price. I'm all out of Tesla, guys. Remember, I'm all out of Tesla. I'm not going to short it either. Let's see what's going to happen. PLTR, I'm holding a big position. My average is at 53.35. Thinking of potentially adding, but I'm already having a big size. So let's see what's going to happen with PLTR. And guys, 50 more likes on YouTube. We're going to give a laptop away. You have to be liking actually the video to be part of the draw. If you don't like the video, actually you're not part of the draw because that's how our software is catching. All right, Tesla is setting off. Tesla might be a short actually now. Let me see. Yeah, Tesla is setting off below the VWAP. SPY is rolling over. Love the action. Yeah, it's crazy. Tesla, I don't know. I mean, it takes some courage to short Tesla now, but could be a short, like rejected 289, which is the high of last year. SMCI is going down significantly. SMCI is in deep trouble, 26%. I should have shorted SMCI.
Yeah, the earnings didn't make anything easier for SMCI.
No, it's already a
Getting
trouble
down
company. I think my hope is on PLTR to make another pop. SMCI was a very nice short. If I was watching it, I already had the two big position, and with this DAS delay, I wasn't really keen to take another trade. But turned out to be a good day so far for me. Let's see if PLTR
If you
can
guys
break the
want,
50.
yeah, PLTR is definitely interesting. If you guys want to see like a nice 5-minute opening range breakdown, look at EMPH. It made a really nice trend down, 5-minute opening range break. It really sold off like the solar company today. Fell below this important level, support, and just trending down.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that these solar companies are selling off. Why? Because they realize that this administration doesn't support solar. Is that why? Because I know Chinese companies were gapping down significantly too, like XPEV. And
Yeah. All I know, like 4 years ago when Biden got elected, they all were ripping all these solar companies. So perhaps indeed has to do with Harris not
amazing.
winning.
Anyone in the chat room, guys? Did you take any trade on PLTR or Tesla? PLTR still hasn't disappointed.
Yeah, please share trades, guys.
NPH is down 20%. It's a solar company, huh? Oh, it's getting destroyed.
Yes, yes.
Is it the earning or is because of the election? Damn.
Because of elections, no earnings. It's also a very company spoken a lot about on the internet. It's really hyped. And like it fell below this
Really?
level, 76, 68. It's an important level of the last couple of years and it fell below it. Yeah, I made a perfect 5-minute ORB. And then another ad. But yeah, we only have one pair of eyes. And we're looking at PLTR coin,
Tesla is rolling over,
Tesla.
guys. Yeah, Tesla is rolling over seriously down. I was thinking of shorting Tesla, honestly. But again, I decided to be a little bit modest today. Not to, and it's still. I mean, the quote is getting better, but it was a little bit weird at the open. So now it's getting much better. Market sold off. SPY 1.7%. Dow Jones is up 3%. Dow index is super strong. AWM, Canadian dollar, USD is getting stronger. Nice. Meta, yeah. Some people mentioned Meta. Let's see it. Let's see what Meta is doing. Meta is gapping down. Meta. Why?
Meta is the weakest from all the tech names. They're the one actually down.
Why is it?
Same as Apple.
Is it because people think that X is now growing? Is that why? Because I'm surprised that Meta is gapping down.
It's very interesting what you're saying actually about X. Perhaps like X is now becoming more influential. Of course,
Yeah,
makes sense.
that's what I'm thinking. Like Elon Musk obviously went all in on this presidential election, and now he's hoping probably the return.
Yeah. But it's also interesting. X is really like, it seems to be like another type of news, like less moderated, less censored. So it's interesting to see how that will develop. X and Elon Musk and his presidency.
Oh yeah, so it's so yeah. People in the YouTube also mentioned that the Meta is down because of DJT and X. Yeah, it's possible. It might actually Elon Musk might actually take X back public. That's also another thing. Maybe merge with DJT and go back again public. So let's see if the PLTR is doing. What time is it? 9:51. Tesla short. Kind of missed the boat on Tesla short, I think. AMD hitting the scanner. Is AMD setting off too? Yeah, AMD is also setting off. PLTR. Let's see. My PLTR, my average is at the VWAP, so soon I'm going to get a stopped out on PLTR. It really had difficulty popping up.
Yeah, it hesitated a bit too long, fell below the pre-market high.
Yeah, it looks like. All right, I'm getting a stopped out on PLTR, guys. I'm all out of PLTR. Yeah, it looks like market is really rolling over to the downside. Tesla turned out to be a super nice short. Again, as we discussed about that, guys, having a plan, very important to risk. You see, I should have gone short Tesla. I was thinking about it, but I don't know why. It's just. Tesla short is definitely a possibility. I had a pretty good day. I'm up 17,000. Do I want to make another trade? Nice, guys. Guys, we're gonna give the laptop at very soon. Make sure that you like the video so to be in the draw. Maybe we give a laptop, or maybe we give you a funded account. Whatever that you prefer, actually. That's actually good. Either laptop or give you a funded account. Both of them are right now at about $1,600, $200. So depending on which you like, make sure you comment. And also, we have at 10:30. We have a new section every Wednesday just before we give away a laptop or account or something. Avi is coming every Wednesday for half an hour. He's talking about options day trading and how you can actually add 10% a day to your account with some really good options trader like Avi, Phil, Megan. They're all doing options trading. So that would be interesting to see. All right, so this is my PNL, guys. This is my PNL in my open position for those of you who are in the chat room. And I have no open position except I have a little bit of VCLT, which is getting destroyed. Bonds are getting destroyed. Like TLT is down 3%, DCLT is down 2%. I don't know if I want to make another trade, but there was some really good opening trades. Tesla, I took only 2,000 shares, smaller size at the open, because again, the dust was very weak. Yeah, Tesla is going down. I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla. See, this is a perfect example of a stock that is gapping up and sells all day. Tesla might sell all day.
Yeah, all these market participants
Paris, what is
now
your
the
trade?
possibility.
Yeah, Tesla, nice. Paris is a very nice trade. That's it. Paris, you got the short on Tesla too, huh? Nice. Good for you, brother. Nice. We have Ellie made $600. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Excellent. So PLTR is also rolling over below volume weighted average price. So that one is done. So is SMCI part of is SMCI part of SOXL?
Yes, it could be.
Bitcoin sold off a little bit too, 74,000. Oil is at $70, $71. So oil is pretty nice. NVIDIA is coming back up. What should we trade? That is the $1 million question.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, you
some
can get
profit
a
taking
macro pro. No, Samantha, I'm out of PLTR. So I got to stop down on PLTR. So my new average became like 53.40. I just got out of it completely. So ENPH, did you trade the opening range breakdown on ENPH?
No, I had it on my watch list. It was one of the top ones on my watch list. I had it on my watch list, but I did not take it. I was looking at I was trading coin for long, and I was looking at Tesla. No, but I didn't trade EMPH. But it was a perfect 5-minute opening range break down. All the signals. Also, minute number 6 closing at the low, increasing volume below the 5-minute opening range. Very nice.
You know what funny was? What Hood was also Robin Hood was also hitting on the scanner in the pre-market. It didn't really trade very well, but so that is sign, man. The trading is back. We are so back. Like if Robinhood is with anticipation of the big trading volume is popping up like 10%, then we are so back. I'm actually super excited for trading. Maybe I buy the second Lamborghini too. Maybe this time Ferrari.
Nice.
Any question, guys? So Tesla is selling off. Tesla was a really nice short. I wish I was actually shorting Tesla. DJT, so questions. DJT, so it has halted 3 times on the way down. So one of the main reasons of these 5-minute halts is to remove the volatility from the stock. I had a really big loss on it 2 weeks ago, so it's super tricky to trade it. But especially when you get halted, the patterns are kind of messes up. I personally stay away from it because I can't manage my risk properly on that. If it comes above 43 VWAP, maybe, and then I trade it for the break of high of the day. But at this stage, I don't see myself trading DJT. Any other question? On PDD. Yeah, SMCI, if you want to get a bounce on SMCI, it's good, but be careful. The SMCI might actually sell all day. So managing risk on SMCI is super important. Like, you can get some really nice double bottom reversal on it, but generally SMCI is a troubled company. It might actually, every pop might be a chance to people shorted more, but that's nice. So Lisa, we how do you get the laptop or phone that I can? We're gonna get it to people by 10:30. It's a draw. All right. So now things are coming back again. Things are coming back. SMCI had a very nice pop back up. PLTR come back up. Yeah, crazy. Sirona DJT has the earning this Friday. I don't know actually. I don't know what would be the earning. I never really followed the fundamentals of DJT, and I don't think as a day trader is really that important. What's going to happen on the earning? What is very important on the earning is the price action in the pre-market. PLTR looks like it wants to come back up. Market seems like it's bottoming. Any question in the chat room, guys? So PLTR line was opening a 1 minute opening range break up. So I wanted to take a 1 minute opening range break up on its summit. So as you see, sold off, and look at this huge doji, 5163 came up, and the stock is at all-time high, gapping up 5%. And the higher pre-market is setting at 5350. So it was anticipation of 1 minute opening range break up for the break of high of the day. That was my trade. Now also a PLTR looks like it wants to go back up for a long, but I don't want to take it. I think I had a good day. I don't want to overtrade. SMCI also is interesting, is coming back up potentially for opening range break up. SMCI is showing a strength. Somebody took a really nice SMCI long in the chat room. Who was it in YouTube? Somebody did that. Was it? Did you do that? Nice. Any other question, guys? Let's see what other question do we have.
I think what's interesting about PLTR as well, like this first opening range that dropped down, it really bounced off the high of yesterday. So yesterday PLTR had a strong day. In the opening range, it came down first minute and it straight away bounced off the yesterday's high, which is also a clue of strength.
Yeah, exactly. So Nay, depending on this price action on the candlestick, like this PLTR sold off and came back up, so it shows that there is a really big buying pressure on it. And this one was a small candle, and then the next one was a little bit bigger with the increasing volume. If the 1 minute candlestick is super choppy, popping up and down, then you should stay away from it. Not all 1 minute candlesticks are actually opening range breakout. And also, the 1 minute opening range breakout doesn't need to be exactly at 931. The 1 minute you see the range, and then you can actually 2, 3, 4 minutes after that you can do the breakout, which is kind of combining it with the 5 minute opening range breakout. So things are coming back up. So a lot of it comes with reading tape and also experience in the reading the price action. That's why even at the open, when the DAS was a little bit slow, it was hard to see the time and sales and price action. So that's also another big issue that we have. All right, guys, thanks for the likes. 10 more likes and we have 900 likes. I don't think we ever had 900 likes. So that's amazing, guys. So if you guys on YouTube, this is the first time that you're watching us. I trade live in our chat room. You can actually see my screen with entries and exits, but you need to sign up just for $1. Sign up. You can actually come inside the chat room. The YouTube is also delayed. I think it's about 10 seconds delayed. So be careful if you're listening to me or watching us. It's actually delayed in real time in the chat room. You have to come. So yeah, so we put the link over there if you want to come and check. And we have also 17 strategies that our community are trading. And the 17 strategy, the videos are available. So opening range, the fallen angel, 920, R4, R3 shorts. So there are 17 different strategies that our community are trading. So you can actually watch all of those videos. Super important to know the terminology. Then there is no right or wrong way of trading. It's super important for you to lightning bolt pattern. Yeah, it's super important to know how people define their strategy. At the end of the day, they're all two strategies. They're either momentum or a reversal. So they're either trend trading or counter trading. But how you recognize the pattern and how you execute it, you can actually put the name for it. So yeah, guys, if you give me 73, a little bit of more likes, we might actually get to 1,000 likes, and that would be amazing if you do that. Yeah, so Roger, the question that you're asking is the VWAP for me is the most important indicator. That's why, as you see, a little bit thicker on my chart as well, because that shows the balance of power between buyers and sellers. So, I don't want to take a long below the VWAP that much. I don't want to, I want to go long above the VWAP because that's where, the price action are more powerful. And then if you go to NYSE, last year we had a couple of really big tours with our members at NYSE. In the NYSE, the market makers and institutional traders, they have the price, and the only indicator that you can see is the VWAP price because they trade based on that. So I think it's the most important intraday indicator. DJT, yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, DJT. They destroy the volatility on DJT. For the sake of yourself, don't trade it, please.
ENPH is also very interesting. It's a bit technical, but if you look at the chart of ENPH, you see like the length of the first move until the first pullback is the same size as the length of the second move, right? That's what we call a measured move. So it means that the measured move has been made in the second half, and then you see the volume coming in, pullback, and from that point the reversal starts. That's really the power of measured moves. Some occasions could be very, very, very powerful skill or tool to use to read the price action.
Yeah. JP Morgan, the banks are hitting. Let's see. Man, JP Morgan also super nice at the open. Yeah, the banks are super strong. So the pivot points are also nice to have, but I think the volume weighted average price VWAP is the most important indicator. I mean, honestly, before Thor introduced pivot points, I didn't know about it. I think it was like a few years ago that Thor introduced the pivot points, and then I actually added it into my trading. So, but I think VWAP, at least for my strategies, or VWAP are more important. Tesla for long. Tesla seems that it has found the bottom. Yes. It looks like it has found the bottom about 278. Do we want to take it as a double bottom? It looks like it wants to make a new 5-minute high. Alex, the VWAP shouldn't have any, as an intraday, it shouldn't have any setting. DAS doesn't have any setting. Some platforms, they put the setting, you can just use a big number like 200, 300. Because, the VWAP originally, when it starts from when the day starts, from every point that it starts, is going to calculate that. So for the funded account, you can trade options, but as part of the funded profit taking, you can't, they don't calculate the options profit, only the shares profit. And the reason for that is actually the funded account is not about you come and actually make a living out of that. The point is education. And as an option trader, you have to have a good understanding of price action of the equities because they're the derivatives. So, we want to motivate you to learn and practice in a more realistic environment. The goal is really not to just being out of that. And now, because the nature of the options are leveraged, so if you would do that, then I have to put millions of dollars just give away to people because people are profitable. And I'm happy to, write a check, $5,000, $10,000, $12,000 to people, but I can't do 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 just on options because with options, you can add 10% a day. which Avi is going to talk a little bit later. But when you come and after one or two funded accounts and you realize that actually you know how to trade, then you can open actually Interactive Brokers a small account with $5,000 and trade options on that. You don't really need a funded account. Like Avi was saying that Avi is rich. I think he has a big account. He said I withdraw 75% of my account, and then he did some other investments. With that 20% that is left, he was still making the same amount of money with options day trading. Oh man, we are 962 likes. Wow. I never had that before. We thank you for that support. Any other question?
PLTR smoothly grinding up again, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it desperately on PLTR. I should have jumped in again back long. Now big ask at
Took it long.
54. It looks like it wants to break the high of the day again. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's getting. It's a little bit now too extended for me to enter long. So if I go long now, I have to put a stop loss, like a bigger stop loss, and I might not get that much return. No, I don't. I don't. I get some ideas from Paris course, but I don't specifically trade the way that he does. But I highly recommend you to take Paris course. It's super nice and important. Abiel, if you can share the link of trading terminal for Paris course, and I think it's very nice. It also comes with his mentorship and Sunday classes and everything. So I think it's worth the investment. I've never seen anyone not happy with Paris course. Avi also has a really course, the 80-20 options day trading. So these are, and they're all come with the Lenny as well, and they're all coming with their own group of mentorship and support. So I highly recommend. See which one you like the strategy, and then try to give it a try.
If you like my style of trading the opening range breakout, really catching the momentum after the open, then please take a look at my course. It's on tradingterminal.com.
Yeah, nice. I'm glad that people are happy with Paris course. Yeah. So Sergey, yeah. So if you are profitable on funded account, give me your PayPal account. I email you with PayPal because it's much easier for me with PayPal. And yeah, you can do it again. I have to look at it. If you make really good money, then I kindly ask you not to sign up again. But yeah, you can do that. I can, and I can give you the profit because again, that's another thing. If you're a really good trader, I might actually give you a real account. Because in the funded account, I have to give it that out of my own pocket. If you're a really good trader, if someone comes, 2-3 times and make $10,000-$15,000, then I might actually give them an account as part of P Capital. But yeah, we can also apply your credit if you want to buy again, or a mentorship or PCT or something like that. So the rules that we have, yeah, Sergey, for $1,500, yeah, I'll pay you. And also, if you want, we can actually apply for another funded account or PCT mentorship. The rules that we have are kind of soft. So we look at it at the end, like, I'm not really religious on the rules. There should be some accountability. We had a lot of people who go down significantly and then they make a bounce back, and then those ones are a little bit harder. When you pass the max loss, it's the max loss. You can't go like lose everything and then come back to hypothetical. But it has to be some accountability. But also, what I don't want is people go on all in. We had one trader the last day went all in one, very penny stock and volatile stock, and popped up really profit, and then that also kills the purpose of education. We are all about education. We're not a profit. It's all about education. So I don't want this to become another casino for you, turn a roulette, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree, because one thing is for sure, it's not a casino, it's not a video game. It's to be taken very serious.
Guys, we are at 988 likes, so 12 more likes, and we're gonna get into 1,000 like. We never had that in the live channel that we had. That is amazing. Thank you. It is very similar to video game. Trading is very similar to video game. I used to play video games like Call of Duty and stuff. You have to press right at the right time. Even Elon Musk he's a big video gamer. He was talking in Joe Rogan podcast. He said I'm one of the top 20 people in Diablo game in the world. So it is a video game, that's for sure. But the difference is if you get a headshot, you can't reset. It's very important, guys, not to mess around in your trading with the live accounts. The result that I saw in the funded account is a nightmare. And these people are going to think that they're a trader, and then they go and really blow up life investments and stuff. And a lot of people can't recover from these losses. So go through the funded account once if you lost, twice if you lost, 3 times if you lost, then maybe don't do it. Maybe trading is not for you. Maybe, find a different style of trading, or maybe a different instrument or something like that, or maybe just leave it. Because I saw a lot. I know all of you. I care about you. I know there are single moms in the community. There are people who are recovering from layoff or big business losses or something like that. And a lot of the money that you have and put aside for trading is very important for you guys. And I don't want you to lose it to this financial jungle. I want you to go through the education, and my goal is to become the best education company in the field of active trading. And it's totally okay if 50% of the people or 60% of the people never open an account. That's what I want. I want to make sure that you know what you're getting into. It looks easy. It looks like a video game. It looks super nice, but it's super dangerous because you're one decision away from blowing up account. And we've seen it in the funded account. There's a lot of blow up in the accounts. And again, I mentioned that yesterday too. It's different. Like if you're driving and you make a mistake, the other driver tries to avoid the accident, because even if it's your fault, the accident is costly for both of parties. But in trading, you are by yourself. Nobody cares about you, except you have to care about yourself.
I'm going to use the breaking news music for this.
Awesome.
We reached 1,000 likes. Very nice.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Thank you. Congratulations for everybody. Great. Too bad that PLTR is going without me.
It's moving. Yeah.
Yeah. PLTR
It's
is
going.
moving. Thanks, guys, for your support. We're going to give a laptop giveaway or a funded account giveaway. Yeah, Eleanor. See these funded accounts. The things that I see every night, every day. Like John is sending the reports. He's monitoring the reports every day. Horrible. Like these are horrible. Like some of the people, like in the first 2 days, boom. And these are the people that I look at their things and they think they're experienced. Like they've been here before us for 2 years. Like, oh my God, please don't trade. And honestly, it's a reality. Trading is not for everybody. Like professional athleticism is not for everybody. Not everybody can become Cristiano Ronaldo or whatever, athlete, or LeBron James or whatever. It's not for everybody, and you have to accept that it's not for everybody. PLTR has popped up significantly. Nvidia is going back up. Yeah, market is going back up. SPY is coming up. Amazon. Wow, Amazon broke up to all-time high. Yes. Man, party starts.
Amazon, really strong breakout.
Yeah, it's super nice. I don't want to short it. I don't want to get into long either. So these are super, super difficult. Guys, stay for the laptop stay for the laptop. How was your trading, Lenny? Any money, anything?
Yeah, it was good. No, I won. I traded the coin for very nice continuation setup or opening range breakout. Took PLTR as well. I just took also an entry, I took an entry around 10:08, 10:07 in PLTR. Just build a bit of my position though at break even because it hesitated too long. But no, it was a good day. It was a great trading day. Fortunately, I missed ENPH, which was really for me the setup of the day for my strategy.
Very nice.
But no, it was nice trading. Looking for really clean setups. And there was something today that is a lot of fun.
PLTR was super nice. SMCI is coming back up too. That's super interesting. SMCI is trying to get that. Paris is overtrading NVDA. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's just popping up NVDA nicely.
Yeah, Q is also moving back to the high of the day.
Guys, give me 1 second. I gotta take a quick bathroom break. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so it was also interesting today. If you look at the SPY, so it sold off during the day and it bounced off the previous all-time high, which is a strong sign, right? If you SPY gapped up to all-time high today, then you're looking like for subtle clues of strength. And what one of it could be that it's retesting and moving back up. And what do we see in the SPY? It sold off and it more or less bounced off the previous all-time high. And then we're moving up again. So that is a signal that we're using to read the price action. And I think Amazon was one of the great movers today. It had the earnings a couple of days ago, stalling a bit at all-time high, and today really firmly breaking out and formed an opening range. While the SPY was actually selling off, Amazon held actually quite well, which is a very good sign. Then the SPY stopped selling off, and then the relative strength on Amazon revealed, and then Amazon got no longer dragged down by the SPY and had its opportunity to move up. If you can see my screen, I shared in the chat room. You can look for potential entries. If you really look for perfectionistic entries, there might was something on the 2-minute chart, on 1-minute chart around 10:14, 10:15, because you see like a strong move up with volume, low volatility in a pullback. If there's a trend, low volatility is a sign of continuation, of stability, right? And then we see a confirmation candle at 10:13. So I think it could have been a nice continuation setup into all-time high or ABCD setup for Amazon. Actually, yes, no, it was definitely all-time high. But that's one of the things that's difficult in trading, right? We only have one pair of eyes and we cannot take all the setups. I was not looking at Amazon at that point. And I think also ENPH from a technical point of view is very interesting today. I really like these 2 legs down. It made first one measured move, one length, and then it made exactly the same length for the second round. Big volume, selling off, and then it halted. Like the sell-off stopped exactly at the same point. Volume came in. I was looking at it perhaps for reversal. I'm not really a reversal trader, but I don't think the volume signals were that convincing. But then still the reversal happened. And I think you also should be very careful, right, by going long if the stock is really weak. And at that point, it was really weak. But another day, we're going to be in the same situation where the signals look as good, and then there's even a little bit more confirmation, and then we can take the trade. So I think, price action was quite interesting today.
Wow, Hoodie is also coming up significantly. This is crazy. DNA is up 15%. SPY is up 2%. SPY is coming up. NVIDIA turned out to be a super nice trade. To open. It's crazy. JP Morgan, yeah, the banks are continue going higher. I'm not gonna take any other trade, guys. For me, turned out to be 16,900. But I was expecting a little bit more volatile day, but I mean, it was a volatile, but it was more profitable. But again, I took a smaller share size because of the issues at the open. But it's pretty good. The other investments are going up. I'm amazed the bonds are getting destroyed. USD's up. All right, guys, we're gonna give a laptop giveaway. All right, Salim, what is happening? Okay, enough, Salim. Enough. So, do you prefer laptop or you prefer a funded account? You can actually give it. Ask whoever is winning. We can actually do that for them. Funded account. Yeah, I think it's the difference between funded account and laptop is the man that give the man fish, you feed him for a day, teach him how to fish, that kind of thing. I want to give you there is a joke also between traders that teach a man how to trade and he lose money for life. That kind of thing. It's a joke between. It's a joke between traders. Is that? All right, so let me set up everything for the fund, for the draw, and then as I mentioned, guys, we have Avi's coming to do some stuff for us.
Always interesting.
Talking about Avi's gonna come about talking about his options day trading. Every Wednesday from now on, there's this section that Avi is gonna talk about it. So again, I personally learn a lot from Avi on options trading. We gotta give.
So now it's interesting to see what the market will do today and later, because now like the count is back, the certainty is back about the election, the initial volatility is also gone, and now it's really time to see what movements are going to be made, how the balance is between the buyers and the sellers.
Yeah. So, Sai, the idea about the funded account max loss is if your equity that is 12,500 drops below the 3,000, then it looks like you've lost everything that you have. So yeah, if you go up, for example, you make 5,000 and then you lose 3,000, it still is okay because you're up $2,000 from your equity. And we have had that a lot. A lot of people make $10,000 and then there is loss and then they go down. They eventually they net profit. But if during the trade you go below the $9,000 equity, it looks like you lost everything. You can't go. You can reset it for you, but so to answer your question, yeah, you can have a lot of profit and then you can have $3,000 loss, still okay, as long as you're below the minimum requirement of 9,005 equity. That makes sense, isn't it? That it does make sense. Alrighty, so now we are getting ready for the draw. The day like this, you gotta give good draw to people. What you think? All right, guys. Remember, guys, you gotta like the video. SPY is going to all-time high. Chilling it together. This one here. Let me put the link. Do you have me, Brent?
We're all good.
All right, let's go. Get the participants, 726 participants. How many do we have live? Nice, 820. There you go. Let's go. So the winner can decide if they want a laptop or they want a funded account. It's up to you. Jack Sparrow. There you go.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wow, 1.1 like. Thanks, guys, for the support. Thank you. It's awesome. I love so much one day we can actually bypass some of the other big channels. AG. AG. Congratulations, AG. Boom. Perfect. So reach out to me and say if you want a laptop or a funded account. If you want to get a fish for a day or you want to learn how to fish, depending on that. Alrighty, so that's great, awesome, guys. Don't leave, guys. We have some really good stuff going on. Don't leave, please. We have you get the fish. He says I get the fish. All right, so we have Avi's coming. Avi is one of my buddies. He lives in Dubai. And he's been trading for us with many years now, and he's doing also the he's mentoring peak capital traders on options trading. He has a course on options trading in Trading Terminal, and he's awesome. And he's not really getting paid or anything from variable traders. He's just doing this all as part of his passion for teaching. And he's a great speaker. Like this year, he came to Vancouver. He's such a great speaker. So Avi from now on is going to come Wednesday trading, and he shares his trade with PNL every single day, actually in the community, in the chat room. I don't know how he did today, but that would be interesting to know. Avi, are you online? Looking forward to see you.
Yes.
Yes, he's online. How are you, buddy? And he's a pilot too, actually. He has a pilot license. So when I visited him in Dubai, I bought him a small plane gift. And this guy is so rich, guys. I went to his house. They have a huge house in Dubai. Like there are 50 people working in his house. Like every room that I was opening up, there was somebody, hello, Sahib, welcome. It's like, man, how much money you make? I'm like, come on. That was really interesting. I do not have.
Stand
Is
by.
he on? I stand by.
He
Yeah.
needs to restart his camera.
Yeah, it was really funny. Visiting his Avi's house. Man, I don't know how much money I have to make to become like Avi. And Avi is coming for us he's coming to Colombia, which we're going in 3 weeks. And also Avi is coming next year to our conference. So we have a 3-day conference. 1 day is a TEDx and 2 days our own main conference on live trading. So I highly encourage people to come. I'm super excited to see most of you. Maybe we drive my Lambo a little bit together. And Lenny is coming. I think most of the team members are really coming. So looking forward to see everybody in Vancouver. So I send the link here, guys, if you want to sign up. And then we have also the discounted price for hotel. We have a discounted price. It's 5-star hotel Paradox if you want to stay for 2 nights. I think it's like $200 or something like that. Very nice. And Vancouver is super nice at the end of March. Super nice. So beautiful. All the cherry blossoms are coming. It's amazing. I highly recommend. If you have never been there, bring your spouse, bring your partner, and make a family trip out of it. And your spouse actually can come for the gala dinner that we have.
It's really beautiful, Vancouver. Definitely stay a few days longer and explore the area.
Yeah, I mean, and the end of the March, you can actually still ski really nice in Whistler, and the city gets warm enough that you can go to the beach. It's a weird time. It's amazing. I love that. Um, how was your trading day, guys? In the chat room. Scott is coming. Scott also comes in Colombia. Looking forward to see Scott in Colombia. Rich, I think you should be able to get the Friday as well in the same price. Yes, Stefan. If you have $6,000 loss from the original 12,500, then it seems that you look like you blow up your account. Wow, nice, Rafael. Nearly 100% Tesla and SPY options. It's great. It's really, really amazing. Avi, you need to also mute the chat room when you're coming.
So just let's have a little bit of patience before Avi will arrive. Just looking at where I can find some nice potential trends. As trend traders, looking for a nice move, one direction, pullback. PLTR volatility really died down above the pre-market high, but below the high of the day.
What's PLTR did he break it after day? No, it's really struggling at 54, huh? Yeah,
really volatility died down.
Yeah, Tesla also doesn't seem that it has much volatility left anywhere. DJT, your cost is 38. What you can do, Borkai, I mean, that's $1 billion question, but what you can do, oh, you're long on it. The cost is $38. I don't know, man. It's I thought you're profitable. I don't know. This DJT is $1 billion question, but super volatile. If you're average at 38, it might go down. Like it was like at 30, 28 a few days ago. But I don't know if I tell them you sell, accept the loss, and they might go back up. You know, it's a very difficult question. Yeah, I had like a $50,000 loss or something on DJT 2 weeks ago. It's super volatile. Like even day trading, it is super hard because in these halts, it messes up the whole pattern. Like you need a uniform pattern to trade it. When it gets halted, you just can't trade that.
You know what's interesting? This sell-off and you're here, Avi. Perfect.
Maybe you made it.
Yeah, sorry for the delay. You know, VPN issues out here in Dubai.
That's okay,
But
man.
all good.
Perfect. Well, how was your trading today? It was a crazy day, huh?
Yeah, pretty wild. But yeah, one stop out, one worked, and now I'm just slowly waiting for another one to work. So slow day for me.
Nice.
I'm not as wild as you, huh, with the opening volatility.
No, I mean, yeah, at the open was a little bit difficult. Like I took a smaller share size on Tesla because, as you saw, I don't know, the exchange was the DAS was freezing. So now, tell us about how you make 110% a day. Tell us about your experience with options trading.
Yeah, it's interesting. Options, wow. Well, you know, there's lots of leverage. So with less buying power, you can control more shares. And that's the whole point. So I explored that idea a while back, probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, and found that it's true. You can actually control more shares with less of a buying power. And the thing is, you know, it's easy to get lost with options because there's a lot more details and there's spreads and hedging, all those traditional option strategies. But realistically, all I'm doing is trading the stock as everyone else is, going long or going short. If I want to go long, I buy calls. If I want to go short, I buy puts. Working with the same strategies, whether it's a 5-minute ABCD or ORB, whatever it is, whatever your style is. But being able to have a bigger size. And the fun part is then you can play around with the strike prices. Going out the money, you can get a better RVR if it goes quickly in your favor, if your timing is good with your trades. If you're going to hold on to something for longer, maybe 30 minutes, 2 hours, whatever, then you go in the money and options price closely mimics the underlying price. So it's very interesting. Anyway, so I've kind of nailed it down these days where most of my trades are like 2 hours long, and I get in and I don't look at it, and then it just liquidates when it gets to where I want it to get to. So it's interesting. And again, you're not using a lot of buying power. That's the beauty of it. I'm still able to withdraw a lot of the cash out of my day trading account, literally downsize, and I'm actually trading bigger than I did before. So really interesting. A lot of people come up with the PDT problem, but you don't have that problem.
Yeah, you mentioned that you said you withdraw 75% of your account, and you're still doing that. Like it's crazy when you're trading these options. Like for example, I was looking at the call options Tesla. If you're fast enough, if you have proper hotkeys, when you are actually having the Tesla calls today, instead of buying was it 288 I bought today, and so was it now 284, and it popped up to 289. Now the call options, you would have been, for example, for the end of this week, November 8th, the 280, probably 288 would have been the move would have been super crazy, or a little bit out of the money, even 285. It moved from $6 to almost $10. So it's 100% move that you can buy with the power of leverage, rather than to have $1 million buying power locked in.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's pretty much what I did. I was using an account that was $800,000 or $900,000 typically, and I brought it down to $100,000, and I'm trading bigger. It's so strange, but it's funny once you get the psychology, get your head around the numbers. It seems to work. And if you guys can see my screen here, I'll share with you the trade I did this morning. Basically, a short on AMD off of the level that I was interested in. It was weak, so I took it short, and I went in at about, let's say, 250, and I'm out at close to 4. And that didn't really go all the way. I was looking for it to go further down towards 140. It may still go later. But again, look at it just on a perspective of return on investment. People are excited when they can make 20% in a year on an investment. But look at this. This is close to doubling. And what do we have, 15 minutes? So it's cool. And so this one worked nicely. This is the one trade I had that worked nicely. And I'm still working on a few others. But that's the thing. A lot of people have a few problems, have a few questions, really. It's the PDT rule that they're confused about, and you can't trade unless you have a massive account. Well, that's not really true. At least I've discovered it's not true. You can work around it. And the other thing is when people hear the word options, it gets intimidating. You have to learn all the Greeks and all that stuff. The truth is I don't know any of that stuff. I've read about it, but never look at it, never use it, open interest, all these sorts of things. I think they're important if you're going to do overnight stuff, overnight holding positions, spreads, and such things. But really, all I'm doing here is going long and short. That's all it is. On Amazon here, I had this idea. This level 200 was good, so I shorted it at the open. At first, when it was weak off the first minute, it was basically a 1 minute ORB and stopped out. But then, look, it went the other way. I could have actually taken this. I was not looking at it. But it was a beautiful long to be had all the way to the obvious target, 205, the next big round number. So, let's just look at this example here on if we had taken this. So if you're entering, let's say in this area just above 200, you want to go in the money a little bit. So I'll just take the 200 call option. I'll pop it out for you. There it is. So here's where the fun happens. Your entry is right about here, let's say around $2.20 on the options contract. If your target's 205, it hits 205 right about here someplace. Let's say here, about $6, $5.50. So you enter at about 2 or 220 and you're out at about 550 or 6. And that's a massive return on investment. In this case, all you gotta do is sit and wait. Don't really need to look at it on the way. But that's the style that I'm trading, and it's pretty cool. it really works. Right now, I'm in the Tesla position here. It's sitting at just above my break even now. My whole idea is to get this going up to the high of day and break out. My stop loss is below the level down there, so I'm looking for like 5 if it really breaks 290. So that's probably going to take all day, but let it sit. So that's what I'm doing now. Let's see.
So the question is, so there's a question here. When you actually daily options, first of all, are you using any hotkey for entering and exiting?
No, nothing. It's just the typical hotkeys where you buy shares, you just put that on 10 contracts or whatever it is. Nothing special.
You can actually add the contracts. What about the strike price? Can you have a hotkey that has the strike price in there, or no, or things, or just no? You have to have that on the level 2, and then you press automatically.
Yeah, I'll share. So no, I don't have any complex hotkeys. Nothing. I just have the options. The Amazon one I was just showing you, and for in the money and out the money. So for this example, it was the 200 strike price I would have taken if I was going long on this Amazon trade, right? I'm going to go slightly to 200 right below. The call side, you're trying to get calls. That's the one. Pops up on your screen, a button to buy how many tracks you want. 5 tracks, you can type it, hit the buy button. 10,
Sorry,
the buy button.
we're kind of losing
no,
you.
I don't complex it.
One sec.
Losing me or Andrew?
Yeah,
or
we're losing you.
all of us.
Are you on Wi-Fi, Abby?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, maybe it's the Wi-Fi. It
Yeah.
looks like it's.
Okay, I'm gonna cut a few streams here. It should help.
Abby can't afford Wi-Fi.
Yeah, if you can reduce
do
the
a
bandwidth
fundraising
as much as possible, that'd be great.
Yeah. And I was streaming the BBT room and YouTube and a few things. So, all right, that should help.
Yeah.
Bandwidth-wise.
Yeah, because the upload and download speed are different. Usually, a lot of places have really good download speed, but when it comes to upload, when you're streaming, a lot of them are limiting that. I had that issues with my provider too. They were telling me, "Oh, your upload is amazing," and I said, "Well, your download is amazing," and I said, "Well, I want to upload too because I want to stream out." So that's how they try to save money.
Yeah, we'll try to keep you. I'm getting a really low bit rate though coming in from you, so it might be your upload. Yeah.
I need to upgrade everything here. I just don't do it. I'm just lazy.
Or if you can do the cable also, that would be nice. Sometimes these Wi-Fi signals are going to go like that. So now another question is about the strike price that you select. Are you going to the closer strike price, a little bit out of the money, or in the money? I'm
going a little out of the money, but that is specific to my strategy, because my strategy these days is holding for typical courses. Like this one, I've been in it for about only now, so I wants to go a little bit. Because I want the options to mimic the underlying price. I don't want it to disintegrate, as in time decay. The problem is when you're going out of the money, and I used to trade out of the money all the time, this time decay is quite, even on a 10-minute perspective, you'll see that if the stock is consolidating, the contract is disintegrating. It's the extrinsic value from over there. But there's another thing here. If you're trading opening volatility like you're trading, Andrew, if you're doing 1-minute ORBs, it actually makes sense to go and select your target as a strike price. So we can do it here. Let's go to Tesla. Pretty fun this morning. And let's say you're trying to get this ORB and your target is, let's just say 288. So let's say 290 was your target while you were getting excited and getting into this trade. If I was doing that, I would have selected the 290 call option out of the money, and then I'd get into the trade. And what happens then is as the price approaches, the strike price approaches 290, the value of the actually accelerates. It's that extrinsic value coming into play. It's that gamma that on the Greeks, that gamma that's working for you. And you get tremendous risk versus reward. I mean, on the stock, it might be a 3-to-1 trade, but if you trade an option exactly that way, but you're trading the target, you're trading the strike that's out of the money, then you're probably getting 5 or 6 to 1. And that's been my experience with scalping options with momentum trades. That's been really, really interesting. But again, the problem with those is if the price doesn't go in your favor very quickly, if your timing's not great, basically, it disintegrates. The value of the contract disintegrates when you're out of the money. You have time decay, and goes against you. So you got to be kind of quick in that sense. Like keep all your option chains ready. The one that looks like a good ORB, hurry up and click on it. Out of the money, pick the price. It's a little fast to do it that way, and that's why I don't do it anymore. I used to do that for 6 stocks at a time. It was just too stressful in the first 5 minutes. So, but there's tremendous potential in that. Again, you can do that. You don't need a whole lot of buying power. Like I'm telling you, now I'm trading with, again, probably 20% of the buying power that I used to trade with a year ago or 2 years ago, and I'm trading bigger size. I mean, I'm controlling bigger size and bigger P&Ls, and all of that's getting bigger. That's the fun in it. So again, based on what your strategy is, are you momentum or are you buy and hold? You're looking at a 30-minute holding from half the day, something like that. So that is what should dictate whether you're basically going with extrinsic value or intrinsic value, which is in the money, to put in very, very simple language. And yeah, on those, or if you all like, I can show you some more trades I've taken recently, all in the last 2 weeks or so. And we can look at those. What have you got? What is the spread for 200 strike? Yeah, that's a good one. I do struggle with that, with the spread. So what I do is I build my strategy out so it has pretty high risk versus reward. 5-to-1 is typical for me. And that absorbs all the problems with the spreads and the commissions and all that. I just absorb it all into the strategy. So I'm not too fussed about it. I basically get into an option chain that's active, like you can trade Tesla or Apple or Nvidia without looking at it too much. It's plenty of liquidity. Even then, though, I get stuck with the spread. Sometimes I get into a trade and just getting in, I'm already down $300 or $400. Just getting in. It hasn't even moved yet, but that's the spread. But my reward side, no way, that when it works, it's 5-to-1. It absorbs all those little pennies. So it's you got to absorb that stuff. Put it all in.
Let's wrap it up here. I'm still getting issues. We can work on that for next time. But yeah, you're still cutting in and out.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do a test with Avi setup later. I'm making sure that this doesn't happen because it's very important. There's a really, really good stuff, and it's very important to be able to actually hear without cut. But Avi, definitely you might need to check your connection. I'm also on Wi-Fi, but it seems that my Wi-Fi so far has been working really well. So Gert, trading options is asking a question about using the IB. So you can two ways, like DAS, if you're using DAS Trader Pro, you can actually trade options through DAS. So you just have to go through the option chain and then everything comes up and you can select the call or puts. If you want to go long, you buy calls. If you want to go short, you buy puts. There are also ways that you can actually sell options, but that's a little bit you're getting a little bit more technical when you do that. Or if you're using the TWS or IBK or desktop, you can also trade options directly through that. It doesn't matter. Most of the platforms are really simple to use.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. Sorry about the tech issues, but we'll work this out for next time. It's good fun.
No, I'm actually super excited. So every week you and I go through that. Maybe some of the I know you're sharing a lot of your trades with really clear entries and exits and P&L to some of the WhatsApp groups and the mentorship group that you have. It's very nice if you, for example, every week can go through some of them. That would be really cool. The one big issue that you guys should have, you should be careful about the options day trading is the spread. And a spread, it's very difficult sometimes to get the good entry, like bid and ask. You have to press the market order, and the spread is an issue. The more volatile the stocks are, the spread is getting bigger and bigger. If you go into the DJT, for example, now, the spread on DJT, because it's super volatile, the spread is much higher. Is the ticket to get into the party, and the market makers are charging you more spread, and they make money out of leaving that spread. So you got to pay more to join the party. But the more liquid one, like Tesla and Nvidia, has almost pretty much one spread only. But having the system is very important. Like Avi's presentation this year at our conference was trading options, but he didn't really go into the calls and puts and stuff. He went through how to define a system. And at the end of the day, it's all about that system that you define, how you can actually find entries and exits and risk managements and long or short. Defining the system is the most important part. And then you can either trade it with options or with shares if you want. Really doesn't matter, just the power of leverage that you're using. But a lot of people learn how to trade options, but they don't have a system. Finding the system is more important.
Absolutely, yeah. You gotta know your strategy, and it has to be built on your belief system. Do you have a belief in opening momentum and moving averages, or do you have a belief on levels, on a bigger perspective, on a weekly chart, whatever it may be, CAM levels, whatever you're into? Build your trading around what your belief is, because that way when you put on a trade, you're not going to freak out about it because you believe in it. And then you'll be able to hold it. And then it goes to your target. You minimize that problem of getting out too early and merge it up with options. It's kind of quick and dirty of it. But yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, again, the spread on the big ones, the Magnificent Seven, Nvidia, Tesla, and stuff, they're really good. I think SPY has even a daily option chain. So instead of directly trading a SPY, you can actually trade options. Like for example, Thor, I know it trades the indexes a lot. So you can either go through their options or a leverage product. Like for example, you can go with SPXL if you want to go long a SPY, or you can buy the SPY call option. These derivatives are making it simpler. Like for example, QQQ, you can go TQQQ, which is the 3 times leverage intraday, or you can just buy the options of QQQ on that. These leverage products are actually is a combination of the future swaps or options. So they design it automatically for you to simplify the trading for you. The problem with trading options on indexes is indexes are not always volatile every day. Like, a lot of time, the market itself is not that volatile, as it only going up like 0.1, 0.2%, up and down. But there are companies like DJT or Tesla or JP Morgan that really moves, like PLT, are going up and down. But there are days that market is super volatile. It's you can just go with the indexes. Like back in 2022, when the interest rates were going up to fight the inflation, the indexes were super volatile. Like TQQQ, we were trading it every day. But not now anymore. Like, again, the volatility of the individual stocks are in play better for
Yeah, definitely. And I like the volatility on these stocks. I used to just trade X and the SPY options and to stick to those, but same problem. I struggled to read it, struggled to get that enough of a movement during the day. So back to Tesla, Nvidia, and all these regular ones. That's it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Again, at the end of the day, guys, you got to be super careful of the the risk management, because the options are super leveraged. So then leverage is, they say weapons of mass destruction. Like, it can go either way. You can make a lot of money. You can lose a lot of money. I had most of my big losses on leverage product like TNA.
Cool. Well, thanks, Andrew. Thanks for having me here, and we'll work out all this text, so we'll be good to go for next week on your computer.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Avi. You're a great presenter. You're a good educator, really good educator. So again, guys, if you want to learn about Avi, you can check out his course on Trading Terminal. There is actually a discounted code as well. I'm also sharing it on YouTube if you want. And it comes with, I think, a private mentorship group or something like that you have. So then you actually get to work with him very closely.
That's right. So yeah, come on in if you're interested. Happy to help you guys, and we'll make this thing work.
Awesome. So I think that wraps up our live trading and YouTube, guys, at the really solid day. Very nice. Thanks everybody for liking and coming. And I think with this new politics emerging in the US, apparently market is gonna give us more trading opportunity. We're God bless America. So I think it would be super nice to continue day trading. And if you are guys wanted to trade, this is the best time, but it looks easy. You got to learn it. And I highly recommend go through the simulator. I highly recommend go through this funded account to learn it, because the life of people also can get destroyed. So somebody mentioned the DJT right now. The DJT, somebody said they have at 38, should I sell or not? So right now it's trading at 35. So if you have a big position at 35, then at 38, then it's a big loss for you. So learning is super important. Be ready when the market is volatile like today, actually profit from that.
Cool. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, guys. And I'll see you all soon.
Awesome.
Work it out.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya.
All right. So the question. All right, guys.